Hey y'all, this is Jamie. Welcome back to my channel, and today's video is part one of a two-part little series in which I will be delving into this list that I found on allure.com of 14 Black-owned beauty brands. But before we get into that, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video, including part two to this little series. Also, be sure to give this a thumbs up if you like this channel, if you like this video, this series. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So, first of all, I just wanted to go ahead and say this video has kind of been a long time coming, and I know it has been about 12, almost 2 weeks since I last uploaded a video. I haven't been very active on social media, but let's face it, I'm kind of a worse when it comes to Instagram and posting things. But I do want to show my support for the Black Lives Matter movement, being half black myself, which I don't know if everybody knew that because it's not completely evident by looking at me. I know there are some people who are like, yeah, it is. But then there are a whole other group of people who look at me and find out that I'm half black and are like, what? No, you're not. My whole life, that is what I've been getting. I think growing up like that, I did have a bit of white privilege because it's not evident looking at me that I am any kind of black, let alone half black. But I do have a black dad, I have a white mom, and I think because of the way that I look, because I look mostly white, I have kind of had a privilege that other mixed race kids didn't have growing up who looked black, and that other black people don't get. I have been lucky in that. I always saw it as a negative growing up, and I felt like I do remember that was something I was always very self-conscious about growing up, and I had such a complex about that growing up, is that people couldn't look at me and immediately tell that I had a black dad, and I hated that, and I actually would like wish that that was different, and I would always get upset. I looked around at all of these other mixed people that I would see in real life on television, and I would get mad and be like, why does she look like she's mixed, or why does he look like he's mixed and I don't? Why do I always have those questioning stares when people see my dad? Or why do I always have to like bring proof that I am, when it's like obvious for these other people? And I guess not realizing that, I'm not going to say that I was lucky that that happened, but that I was able to avoid experiencing a lot of the racism that people who looked black experienced. I was aware of certain things that happened, and I did go through a couple of things throughout my life, but when I say a couple of things, I literally mean a couple of things. Like maybe one or two instances in my life that I could have attributed to racism. So I think growing up I have been pretty privileged not to have to go through many things. I do 100% stand with all Black lives. I encourage you to show your support any way that you can. It doesn't have to be in the form of protests. It could be donations. It could be just bringing awareness to different causes, to different Black lives. Do what you can. I am doing what I can, and I wanted to bring attention to some beauty brands that are owned by some black individuals. I'm pretty sure actually that all of these are owned by black women. I just wanted to do what I can on my channel, this being a beauty channel, to support Black lives, to support black-owned businesses. So I have 14 black-owned beauty brands, and not only are they black-owned, but since y'all know I am a cruelty-free consumer and YouTuber, these are all cruelty-free brands as well, and a lot of them are mostly vegan as well. That is what I'm going to be doing today. This list I found on Allure, so it is a list that was compiled by Allure, but I wanted to go a little bit further into these brands than what this article did, but I will definitely link the article that I found this list on. I will link that down below. Without further ado, let's get into it. One more thing. Sorry. We can't do a video without Jamie goofing a little bit. For each of these, I've got my notebook, because yes, I still take like handwritten notes on everything. And yes, that is Pocahontas, my favorite, one of my favorite Disney princesses. So for each brand, I'm going to give you the brand name, the CEO and or founder of the brand, the types of products that this brand has, the availability, so where you can purchase products from this brand, as well as the pricing. So now let's do it. So for our first product, we have the brand called Jacq. I believe I am pronouncing that correct. But the CEO is a woman named Barbara Jacq. She was diagnosed with ovarian cancer at the same time that she found out that she was pregnant. And so she wanted non-toxic products that would help meet the challenges that she was facing with her changing body. So she created the brand Jacq, and it is a skincare brand. She's passionate about creating products that work for women of all ages, all skin types, all skin concerns, and she uses tropical ingredients that are locally sourced from South Florida and are made in Miami. So some of these products include beauty bars, which are basically like bars of soap, cleansers, face oils and serums, toners and mists, moisturizers, face masks, exfoliates, beauty balms, and beauty boosters. So beauty boosters, basically supplements. As far as, I also wanted to add in for each brand, I'm going to kind of talk about the products that I'm most interested in and that I'm most interested in trying, because a lot of these products, so I've been doing my research on these products over the last like 2 days. A couple of these brands I do already have products from, and those products are on my face. Most of these brands, some of them I'd never even heard of, and most of them I do not have products from. So I am definitely going to work on getting some more products. I would say for this one, I'm really interested in like their beauty bars. I'm normally more of a shower gel kind of girl, but I do think that bars are better for the environment. We're not going through so many plastic bottles, and they're just fun. So they have one that is wild hibiscus and carrot. They have plantain and activated charcoal, and that one's a face cleansing bar. And then they have a yucca and lavender. And then you can get, so each of them are $6, they're $6 each, or you can get a trio, all three of them, for $14. Let's go ahead and talk about the availability of these products. So I believe that the only place you can get this is from shopjacq.com. It doesn't look like they have any retailers. As far as pricing, they actually have really reasonable prices. So like I said before, the cleansing bars, the bar soap, $6 each, which is not bad. Their cleansers are anywhere from $6 to $10. Their toner is $19. Their moisturizer is $28. They have a mask for $28. And then they do have some that are a little bit more pricey, like the beauty balm is $49. And then they have a face oil that is $62. Their beauty boosters, their supplements are $25 each. So yeah, I would say that they're very reasonably priced. So I would definitely encourage you to check them out. So moving on to brand number 2. So this is a brand that we are probably all familiar with. I think this is the most popular brand on this list, the most well-known brand on this list, and that is Beauty Bakerie. All of their products are super cute and themed to baking and pastries, and I love it so much. It's all cruelty-free, it is mostly vegan. It is founded by a woman named Cashmere Nicole, which, if that's not one of the coolest names, then I don't know what it is. And she has a saying that she says, better not bitter. You know, whenever you're going through a hard time, come out of it better not bitter. So she is really passionate about giving back. She's passionate about arts and business, and of course pastries. So she came out with this brand, super cute brand. I cannot say it enough. They also, so for their products, they have lip products such as the Cake Pop Lippies, the Cream Lip Whips, Lip Care, Lip Gloss, Matte Lip Whips, lip whips. Lip whips. They have eye products such as eyeshadow, eyeliner, mascara. They have face products like concealer, face oil, foundation, highlighter, setting powder, setting spray, palettes. They have brushes. They have sponges, which are like, it's like in a little egg carton. Oh my gosh. I just can't get over it. Pretty much any products that you can think of that you might need, they have basically what you would need to create a full face. What I also really like about their website is they have a foundation finder, and basically what you do is you pick your shade group, so whether it's dark, medium, or fair. Like in my case, I'm probably more towards medium, and then within medium, you can decide if you're tan or medium. I'm more medium than tan. You select your undertone, neutral, warm yellow. I'm more of a neutral undertone. And then they give you 3 different choices. They do also have, if you are wondering ways that you can get involved, ways that you can help with the Black Lives Matter movement, they do have a Black Lives Matter section on their website. They kind of share with you their stance, their statement. They said that they do have an executive team that is 75% Black, and their board of directors is also 60% Black. Then they have on here links to places that you can donate to or support these movements, including Black Lives Matter, Grassroots Law, Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, bailout funds and legal fees, or Rock the Vote. Then they do also have something called Sugar Homes. So basically this program seeks to help children across the world. They donate funds, medicine, water, clothes, food, toys, and other essentials to children in need. Specifically, they're working closely with the Hopeworth Children's Foundation. It is a female-led orphanage based in Uganda. It is funded by the donation of portions of all Beauty Bakerie sales to the project, with over 110,000 donations being given to date. So that's really cool. So as far as availability, they are available on their own website, beautybakerie.com. They are also available at Ulta as well as Ulta.com. For their pricing I think is kind of mid-range. So it's not a luxury brand like Estee Lauder or YSL or Dior, but it's also not a drugstore brand like Wet n Wild, Essence, Revlon, anything like that. So it's more on par with, I would say, Bare Minerals, Clinique, Urban Decay, Tarte, Too Faced, Becca, brands like that. So yeah, I would definitely encourage you to look into Beauty Bakerie and see if that is a brand that you would like to support. So moving right along, we have our third brand, which is Dimension Nails. I was really excited to find a Black-owned nail polish brand that is cruelty-free. So this was founded by Stephanie Warner. And if you look at their website, I think one of the things that they're big about, they say our mission is we aim to add new dimensions in the nail industry by incorporating health-conscious, 10+ free formulas, a love for animals through our products, and providing education about veganism with activism at the core. So all of their products are also vegan. They have really cool like ecosystem collections. So they have, for instance, the woodlands. And so they have an anteater shade and an emu shade and a kangaroo and a koala and a kookaburra. They have different collections that are kind of teaching you as well, because each collection has a little blurb about that. So for instance, the woodlands says a woodland is a low density forest forming open habitats with plenty of sunlight and limited shade. Woodlands may support an understory of shrubs and herbaceous plants, including grasses. Many different types of animals, all shapes and sizes, call this home. Explore the woodlands in this collection. So they have the first ever peel, stick, and paint dimensional nail art, which I don't know exactly what that is, but it sounds really cool. They have gel polish, they have nail lacquer, which is just nail polish, they have nail powders, they have brushes, they have nail art, and then they have a blog that you can follow along with. So they have 74 different gel colors, so they have plenty of options for you to choose, plenty of colors for you to choose from. And as far as availability, it looks like it is only available at dimensionnails.com. And for pricing, these are kind of pricier nail polishes, especially if you're used to like drugstore nail polish brands like Sally Hansen, OPI, Essie, that you can get a nail polish for like $3 or $4, and maybe up to like $7 or $8. These nail polishes are $18 each. They are gel polishes, they are cruelty-free, 10-free. So you just got to make the decision if you think that that's worth it. I definitely will be purchasing at least a couple of nail polishes from this brand so that I can maybe do a review on it and tell you what I think, what's the longevity, what is the consistency of these nail polishes, is it easy to apply, how quick is the dry time, these gel polishes, do you have to have an LED lamp for? That is our third brand, Dimension Nails. Our next brand is one that I'm actually the most excited about. There's a couple of brands in here that I'm like super excited about trying. But this one is called Jane Carter Solution. So it was founded by Jane Carter. She is a hairstylist, a colorist, and a salon owner. She founded this brand like 16 years ago, I think back in 2004. She experienced an allergic reaction caused by exposure to chemicals in traditional hair care products. And so she was frustrated with the lack of chemical-free hair care products. Chemical-free, you know, like the harsh chemicals, because obviously water is a chemical, air is a chemical, so pretty basically everything's a chemical. But when it says chemical-free, it means those harsh chemicals that are in a lot of products. This is a natural hair care brand. And first of all, it's very aesthetically pleasing to me because their icon is a sunflower. I don't think I've ever said this on this channel. Sunflower is my absolute favorite flower of all time. Has been since I was little. I used to have a sunflower bedroom. This is basically a curly hair brand. So if you have like board straight hair, you probably won't find much use in this brand. So they have hair prescriptions, so you can pick your hair type, whether it's tightly coiled curls, coiled, curly, wavy, or loose waves. You can click on it. So mine is more, the way that it is now, I would say mine's more this wavy. So you can click on that and it'll give you the products that it feels you could benefit from with your type of curls. So those are the products that it is recommending to me based on my curl pattern. Also, to tell you guys, this is not the natural texture of my hair. I have mixed hair, I guess. I do have hair that looks similar to this girl. Obviously it is affected a little bit, the texture of my hair, the natural texture is affected by the fact that I have been getting relaxers at least 2 to 3 times a year since I was 12 years old. So because of that, my curl pattern is a little inconsistent when it is curly, but I think if it were completely natural, I think it would look like this girl's right here. I am looking for products for when my hair is curly because that is when I tend to get a little frustrated, and it is when I tend to be like, let me just take a flat iron to it. I'm always on the look and on the hunt for really good curly hair products. Their products include conditioning creams, co-wash, which I didn't know what a co-wash was until I was researching this, and I asked my mom. I had to ask my mom what it was. But basically a co-wash you can use instead of a shampoo, and it doesn't have that stripping effect that a lot of shampoos have. They also have curl hydrators, restorative butters, conditioners, serums, basically anything that you would need for your hair you can find here. One thing that I will say, and what I would encourage you guys, you do not have to be black to wear or to use a black hair care product. I would highly encourage you to walk down that aisle that is typically called like curly or textured hair care. I feel like a lot of white people just kind of stay away from that aisle because they think it's only for black people. But if you have curly, wavy, coiled hair, look into some of these products. My mom, my white grandmother have been using black hair care products for years. So I would highly encourage you. That would definitely help support these brands, support these products. So definitely don't be afraid to use these products. As far as availability, this brand is available pretty much anywhere. It is available, of course, on their website, janecartersolution.com. It is also available at places like Walmart, Target, Walgreens, Sally Beauty. You can find this. It's available on Amazon. You can find these products, and they're pretty inexpensive. You probably saw when I was going through these products. Most of them are around $4 to $6. There are a couple that are like $10 to $12, and then there's like one product that's $21. but that's like an outlier. So most of their products are $4 to $6, very inexpensive. I would definitely encourage you guys to try that. I know I will be trying that out. So product number 5 is called Colored Raine. Now this is another brand that I am sure a lot of you have heard of. So this was founded by a woman named Raine Doughty. It is all cruelty-free. Most of their products are vegan. She really wanted a cosmetics line that encouraged self-expression and diversity, and that included shades for people of color. But the mission behind the brand has always been to spread awareness of diversity through beauty and to embrace all aspects of color through unity. She's always had an intense love for color and strongly believes that makeup is a toy for everyone to enjoy. This brand also has a section for Black Lives Matter. They are 100% black as far as the breakdown of their team. 100% black, 75% women, 25% men. As far as their products, so they basically have everything that you could need to create a full face as well. They have, as far as eye products, they have eyelashes, eyeshadow palettes, single shadows. For lips, they have lipstick, lip gloss, lacquer, lip veil, matte liquid lipsticks. For your face, they have foundation, they have a glow lighter, they also have pigments, they have accessories like brushes. Their foundation is coming this year, so they don't have it now, but it is coming. As far as the availability of this brand, they are available on their website, coloredraine.com. Colored is spelled with a U. And then they are also available at Target. This is the product from Colored Raine that I do have that is on my lip. It is the matte lip paint. I got this in my Tribe Beauty box. I really like this color, and I think it's a wonderful, like, neutral color. I really like it. It's a comfortable matte liquid lipstick. I'm not a huge fan of matte liquid lipsticks. I prefer my lips to be glossy, but I think there's a time and a place for a matte liquid lipstick, and this is, to me, seems like a good quality matte liquid lipstick. Pricing wise, they are, I think they're on a bit of the higher side of drugstore, although I'm looking at their eyeshadow palettes, and their eyeshadow palettes seem to be a bit pricey. For instance, they have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have a 12 shadow palette for $42, which that's actually about as much as an Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. This matte liquid lipstick is $17, so that actually is a little pricey, which I'm surprised, seeing as how it's in stores at Target. That's more like a high-end pricing, but it's made readily available at Target. There are usually more Targets around than like Ulta's and Sephora's. It definitely is at a place that makes it more readily available. Next on our list of Black-owned beauty companies, we have Kaike, which is spelled K-A-I-K-E, but it is pronounced Cake. It was founded by a woman named Kelly Smith back in 2015. Seems like a lot of these brands were founded in 2015. That was a good year. It is a plant-based skincare brand. Your skin should be celebrated. Self-care, like any celebration, starts with a piece of cake. This has the like less is more approach. Minimal multi-purpose products. They have a shop by concern tab. So they have dry skin, acne prone skin, mature skin, oily skin, sensitive skin, and then of course they have all of their products. And one of the things that they wanted to focus on were skincare issues specific to melanin rich skin. But as they have said, this is for all skin types, all skin tones. So the products that this brand has, we have face products such as clay masks and scrubs, lip frosting, melt oil cleanser. Then we have bath and body products such as frosting, which is basically a hair and body butter. So you can work it from head to toe. This is again one of those examples of multi-purpose products. You can use it in your hair and you can use it on the rest of your body as well. They also have what they call lather, which is basically a body wash, and then they have sugar scrubs. They do also have travel and mini sizes of some of their products, and then they have what's called a cake tasting set, which includes their lip frosting, their sugar scrub, and their frosting. As far as availability, you can really only find it at shopcake.com. As far as pricing, they seem to be anywhere between $20 to $25, most of their products. Their lip frosting is the one outlier, and that one is only $5. That is the skincare brand Kaike. The next brand is one that probably a few of you or a lot of you are familiar with. It is a relatively new brand, and it is called UOMA. This was founded by a woman named Sharon Shooter. This brand values self-expression, colorful living, African pride, empowering tribe, inclusivity, and beautiful rebellion. Those were kind of some of their keywords that were used. Similar to Beauty Bakerie, they have a shade finder. One thing that's really cool about this brand is that their foundation has 51 shades. When you have 51 shades, it is very useful to have a shade finder. They use what they call the Fitzpatrick scale, which measures skin's reaction to the sun. So they have identified 6 skin color groups that share very similar characteristics and needs. So they call these groups or skin families skinkins. Everyone falls into one of these categories depending on their skin color and common issues associated with said skin type. So step 1 is which skin tone best matches yours. So they have black pearl, brown sugar, bronze Venus, honey honey, fair lady, or white pearl. I would say my skin tone is probably more like fair lady. So then step 2, which skin shade best matches yours? So they have T1, T2, or T3. I would say that mine is probably more like T2. What is your undertone? Cool, neutral, or warm? I think I'm more neutral. Then it gives me my shade. They also have other face products such as concealer, contour stick. They have a highlighter as well. For lip products, they have matte lipstick, metallic lipstick, liquid lipstick. For eyes, they have eyeshadow palettes, they have eyelashes, they have liquid liner, brow gel, and then they have some brow kits. As far as availability, they are available at uomabeauty.com, and they are also available at Ulta. For pricing, I think the least expensive products that I saw was $25, and then the most expensive product that I saw was $40, which again is kind of mid-range. Not too expensive, but not drugstore. This is definitely a brand I would encourage you to try out. All right, so that was the end of part 1. Those were our first 7 Black-owned, vegan, cruelty-free beauty brands. I hope you enjoyed. If you are interested in trying any of these brands, I would highly encourage you to go down to the description box. I have links to all of these brands. I also have a link to the allure.com article that I found all of these brands from. Let me know if you guys are gonna try any of these brands. I would love to hear about it. Would love to hear if you've tried them before. Put all that in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all in part 2. Bye y'all.